Downton Abbey, season 4, episode 5. The theme of this episode is empathy and doing the right thing and trying to do the right thing because there's a personal kind of emotional element in the characters that everybody's kind of dealing with in this episode. The soap opera kind of moment is Bates realizing that Anna has been raped. Mrs. Hughes, of course, they overhear conversations. This is what soap opera one-on-one storytelling is if you watch Young and the Restless or Days of Our Lives, there's always an eavesdropping moment going on, and that's how people figure out information. So Bates kind of like finally pressures Mrs. Hughes after overhearing something that Anna was indeed raped, and now Bates has got to figure out what he's going to do about it. And Robert, who is kind of taking a back seat in this season, I haven't mentioned him much, is sympathetic towards another person who has a kind of a downtown-esque complex and is riddled in debt because the world is changing and they're not catching up with them. So Robert is really kind of realizing that what Tom is doing and what Mary wants is for the best, because he doesn't. This is how Robert's actions always are. Oh, I don't want to be like that guy. I better do something. Okay, I'm going to do it. And that's how Robert that's how Robert changes. And it's kind of funny because that's how a lot of people change and they don't even realize it, including myself probably, is that, wait a minute, that happened to that person because they didn't do that. Well, I guess I better do that because I don't want that to happen to anybody. We all kind of take personal stakes to other people's misfortune or actions because that's how kind of we learned. There's almost like an Isabel and Grandma kind of love story reinventing itself because there's a whole thing where Isabel basically wants to tell Violet to basically hire this gardener for her home, and of course the gardener could have stole something or might not have stole something, but really this is just all kind of like a foreplay of these two characters to kind of like get to know each other and love each other and perhaps have a lesbian relationship, an old granny style lesbian relationship with each other down the line, because there's like this love-hate kind of like tete-a-tete foreplay going on between the two of them. Of course I'm joking, maybe I'm not, I don't know, but that would kind of be a cool way to end the series, basically. So what else is going on? Basically, Alfred is failed or basically didn't succeed in his test at the Ritz to be the chef, and Mosley wants Alfred's job, and Mosley's still kind of like he's kind of like the court jester of Downton, like he's like the comic relief, the guy we kind of like make fun of. So Mosley is always kind of like the guy who kind of doesn't really get it. He's always one step behind everybody else, and as soon as he catches up, everybody else is on to something new. So then he's always like wondering what happened because he's already caught up, but then people are already on to something new. That's sort of what's going on in that kind of arc. So that's my review. Over and out.